Transparency is one of the most important concepts in Scrum. It's the thing that enables empiricism. Empiricism is just a smart name for inspect and adapt, right? We're going to see what's going on, we're going to have a look at it, and we're going to change the way that we do things. But we can't do that if we can't actually see what's going on. And I don't mean the pretend vanity transparency that comes from vanity metrics. I mean actually what's going on in the product. And transparency of the product backlog allows us to see what's going on. So what does that look like? What does the product backlog look like? It varies from organization to organization and team to team. It's what do you need as a team in order to maximize the ability for you to deliver the right thing, but without doing too much to create it, right? The more effort you spend on the product backlog, the less effort you spend actually building stuff. And we learn more by actually building stuff, actually doing stuff, than we do by thinking about it, right? So we want to actually do stuff. So what it probably looks like on your product backlog is you bring something into your product backlog, you probably don't quite know what everything is, and you need to spend some effort figuring out what this thing is. We have a special name for that in Scrum. It's called Product Backlog Refinement. Refinement is all the work that the team does on the product backlog that's not towards the current increment in the sprint, right? So you've got all this work. You could be doing user interviews. You could be doing just analysis. You could be doing prototyping. You could be experimenting with a very small hypothesis that, does end up as a piece of work that goes through the product backlog. And then you bring that feedback back round to change what you're working on. So as to the question of when does this happen, product backlog refinement happens all the time. It's a constant thing. You might hear it talked about the difference between discovery and delivery work. In UX, we normally talk about discovery and delivery work. That's product backlog refinement and sprint backlog work, right? That's the difference between those two things. So we have these two streams of work continuously happening, and backlog items have some percentage of discovery work, some percentage of delivery work, and you use that discovery or refinement work to figure out what it is you're going to build, and then you use that delivery time or in sprint work that ends up in your sprint backlog for actually delivering stuff. All of this needs to be transparent so that we can see what's going on, so that we know what's happening. For that, we put it in the product backlog. We're able to see what's going on. Our business is able to see what's going on. Our stakeholders, they're able to see what's going on. And the team is able to see what's going on. And that enables the transparency that allows us to create the best possible products.